with tremendous gratitude that we welcome everyone here today to the official groundbreaking of the Lou Fruitman Reena residence.
Well, the Fruitman family are a very giving family. It is by far the biggest donation that we've ever received in Reena's history.
He taught us from early childhood to give back. He'd be very proud to know that he's having an impact on so many lives.
My mom and dad, they were a team. They came up with, ways that they could help and make the world a better place together.
He was a very modest man. He gave to everything.
The Lou Fruitman Reena residence will be housing 136 individuals with special needs. It'll give individuals an opportunity to live without their parents.
The Lou Fruitman gift for this incredible building is life-changing to the individuals that will reside there, and it's life-changing for their families.
I am able to live independently.
The Lou Fruitman Reena residence is the manifestation of all that is wonderful and positive about the human experience here at Reena. A place where people are going to be taken care of, a place where you're going to witness the power of love, compassion, and understanding for human beings who need our help.
Thank you, Fruitman family, for building a community for other people with learning disabilities.
Lou Fruitman was passionate about people, passionate about building. This combines both. Lou has made a huge difference in people's lives, and this is the legacy he's leaving.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is Lou Fruitman Reena residence. Oh, I can come in my new home. Welcome to my new home.
There was morning, there was evening. It was good. Genesis chapter 1. Good morning and welcome to the Lou Fruitman Reena residence. My name is Brian Keshen. I'm the CEO of Reena. I'm honored to welcome you as we celebrate the largest residential project in Reena's 50 years. This building is inspired by the story of creation. Each floor has a beautiful mural that depicts a day of creation. These murals embody universal concepts acknowledging our partnership in the daily act of creation, reminding us that all humanity comes from one source, and each and every person is valued on this earth. And collectively, we have a responsibility to protect it. The building situated in the Territory and Treaty 13 lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the traditional territory of the Huron-Wendat and Haudenosaunee has benefited from their history, and we recognize the sustained responsibility we have for reconciliation. The city of Vaughan, in which we're located, is home to many First Nations, Métis and Inuit people, and we recognize and are grateful to have this opportunity to work and live in this territory. And it is good. On the sixth day, man was created and humanity began. With it, the need for social connection. While we cannot yet gather in large numbers, I'm thrilled to see hundreds of you joining us virtually as we open the Lou Fruitman Reena residence. We are honored to have present here today the Honorable Doug Ford, our Premier, the Honorable Deb Schultz, Federal Minister for Seniors and MP for King Vaughan, the Honorable Dr. Marilee Fullerton, Minister of Children and Community Social Services and MPP for Canada Carleton, the Honorable Steve Clark, Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, and MPP leads Grenville, Thousand Islands, and Rideau Lake. You cover a lot of territory. The Honorable Stephen Lecce, Minister of Education and MPP King Vaughan. Our own MPP Gila Marto, here from Thornhill. Robin Martin, Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Health, and MPP Eglinton and Lawrence. We hope to open a building there soon. And Vaughan Local Councillor Alan Sheffman. We're also joined by our board chairs, Charles Chi from Reena, Harold Seidel, Batai Reena, Steve Justine from Reena Foundation, and representing the Fruitman family is Lisa Fruitman. Lisa, you bring honor to your parents, Betsy and Lou. And Marla. Oh, you're on there. Hi, Marla. Well, we at Reena are not really builders. That's not our mainstay. Our main project is caring for people. But when the people need housing, we build. And so housing is a major challenge and a big issue for people facing and having disabilities. To have a housing model like this that provides independence, affordability, accessibility, with 24/7 resources if people need them, is life-changing for many people. The Lou Fruitman residence is modeled on the success of our previous building, the Reena Community Residence, which has become one of the leading examples of integrated housing and support services for people with disabilities. Here, 138 people will find a home, whether they have a physical or mental disability, we have support needs or mental health concerns. Here at the Lou Fruitman Reena Residence, they will enjoy an amazing community, programming, space, and all that Vaughan has to offer. Not only are the apartments spacious and well-equipped, they're designed with universal access, have increased life safety features, such as horizontal versus vertical evacuation. They have backup generator connecting to medical equipment. They have pre-wired power door openers. 18 of the units have modified enhanced accessibility features, including ceiling track lifts, roll-in showers, transfer spaces, and many more features. This building is also home to the Azrieli Hub. The Hub is a center of social and recreational activity. In it is lounges, games rooms, gross motor fitness, wellness space, therapy, and a chance for people to socialize. The residents will be moving from group homes, hospitals, and family homes. And for the first time, many will have the opportunity to live independently. We receive many calls and emails daily expressing excitement and tremendous gratitude for the opportunity, but we get many more asking for the same and similar housing. The demand drives us to do more and do better. Of course, a project of this magnitude requires incredible vision, and that's where Lou Fruitman family came in. Lou generously supported Reena from its inception in 1973, often underwriting our losses in the early years. Together with the late Rabbi Joseph Kelman, Zichrono Livracha, and other generous community members, he turned the dream of Reena into a reality. To honor Lou's outstanding contribution, his wife Betsy launched our building campaign by committing $5.4 million to the largest donation Reena's ever received. Sorry, I'm felling. Sadly, Betsy passed away in January, and today we honor her steadfast support and the incredible legacy she has left us in her own right. Today we celebrate a place where people with many diverse needs will form a new community. This $38 million project was made possible through the collaboration of all 4 levels of government, the generous support of many donors, the tireless efforts of volunteers and our staff, but mostly by the residents themselves who will live here. They carry the lion's share of the responsibility for this building. I'd now like to call our Premier Ford, to say a few words.
Brian, it's great to be here, and what an honor it is. You know, I look at that name, Lou Fruitman, and Lisa. You remember the day over at the fundraiser we had, and your mother, what a sweetheart Betsy was, and all she wanted is to see her husband's name on this building. And I know she's looking down on us, and God bless her. And now her dream has come true. And a beautiful picture of Lou up there. He was a good-looking guy too. And I'm just so proud. And thank you so much to the Fruitman family for the $5 million donation. It was staggering. I remember that night when we went up there and you made that announcement. You know, Reena has a special spot in my heart and our family's heart, and it all started back when we went to the Bolorama with Suzanne. They invited myself and Rob, my brother, there, and we saw the need that was there for so many people. And what a great job Reena has done in supporting so many families as well. What an incredible organization. And I just wanted to mention that before I started my notes. And we'll always be there for Reena. Do you know what I can't wait for the Reena Foundation? I can't wait to get back and do a massive fundraiser. You meet so many people, and massive fundraiser without these masks. They're driving me crazy, by the way. But anyways, we'll get there, and we'll raise a lot of money, because I know with Reena, every single penny goes a million miles. And this is not their last building, I am sure. And I can tell you, our government of Ontario, will always stand behind you. I see my great ministers. I know they're already announced, but we have all our ministers and MPPs always having your support. So first of all, thank you, Brian, for that introduction. And speaking on behalf of Minister Fulton, Minister Clark, MPP Martin, and MPP Marteau, and Minister Lecce, I just want to say we're all thrilled to be here in Thornhill, to be part of the official opening of the new Lou Fruitman Reena Foundation. And I want to note that we share your sadness again about Betsy. And I did speak to Betsy a few times on the phone. If she ever had a problem, she wouldn't hesitate to pick up the phone and give me a call directly. And what a sweetheart she was. This was a devastating loss, but the positive impact made will continue to be felt for generations to come, because it's the dedication and the drive of community members like Lou and Betsy and Lisa. I know you'll carry this on with your family and your and the grandchildren as well. That's what makes things happen, is folks like yourself. And this wouldn't have happened unless you came up with that massive donation. And our government was happy to pledge just over $3 million to help with the construction of the new residence. This funding went towards accessibility enhancements and programming space, and now enables over 130 people that you're changing their lives with a state-of-the-art building with developmental disabilities and from other vulnerable communities to have access to housing. And I know, Brian, you mentioned about, where did Brian disappear to? But you mentioned, there you are. You mentioned about housing. Housing is absolutely critical within Ontario. We know that residents like this and other congregate care settings were greatly affected by the impact of COVID-19. That's why new buildings like this are so crucial, delivering on our unbreakable promise to do whatever it takes to protect our most vulnerable in this province. And we know we're so happy to partner with Reena. And I can tell Reena right now, this isn't going to be the last time we partner with you. We have to find some more property somewhere, and we're going to be partnering again to duplicate the state of our building that we have right behind us. And in fact, and I want to just give a little shout out, my good pal Sheila over there. You're an absolute champion. She's done so much work and a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but you're amazing. In fact, our province, we provided 1.68 billion with a B. Those are pretty staggering numbers. 1.68 billion for supportive housing services and assistance in just 2019-20. But I always feel that wasn't good enough, so we increased that. We're investing now 1.85 billion to provide and supported group living services for people with developmental disabilities. We're building on these efforts with investments like the 13 million over the next 3 years to help more people with developmental disabilities access housing in the community. And by expanding the Adult Protective Service Working Program, which will support more people independently. And right before I wrap up here, I have to tell you a quick little story, and that this is about, supporting Reena, but the benefit with supporting Reena are the great people that support Reena as well. And we had a lot of fun. We did a fundraiser once. I don't know if it was that time or the time before, Sheila, when just I jumped up and said, okay, and I wasn't elected at the time. We were giving 2 tickets to the Blackhawks game, and yeah, and Sheila, the next time, I know, remember the deal was you're coming with us? Yeah, the next time. And Lisa, you got to come too. So we met some incredible Siegel family and Robbins family. And so we went out to Chicago, and I think we had more fun than you could ever imagine. On top of that, we raised a lot of money for the Reena Foundation, and we're going to have to do that trip back to Chicago. The only difference is we're going to have to get a little larger plane next time. And I did just talk to Superintendent Ron Tavner and Chief Saunders, former Chief Saunders, and they're going to be there to support any way they can. So, folks, I want to thank each and every one of you, and God bless the people of Ontario, and God bless the organizers of Reena. Now I'll pass it to Minister Schultz, and thank you for the contribution for the federal government as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Premier. That was very kind words, shows your deep commitment to Reena and your history. I'm also privileged to have a bit of history with Reena as well. And I too look forward very much to the Bolorama, getting back to having some fun with the residents and raising some money for our next residents, right? I was very happy to be part of council. Exactly. Happy to be part of council with Alan Sheffman, who helped do the one that's up in my riding, the Reena residents that just north of here. And I remember the days when we were working to assemble the land, Alan, with all the jiggery pokery that had to go around to make this possible. And so I was looking back thinking, that's 2013, 2014, around that time frame for this one. So this has been a long time in the making, but it obviously goes back to an amazing vision from Sandy Keshen and Lou Fruitman and his wife, Betsy. And Lisa, thank you very much. I hadn't had the opportunity to meet you before, but I am just we are so blessed to have you in our community, along with Marla. Yeah, we are just so blessed. So I guess just wanted to start off with my comments. Good morning, and it is really nice to be able to get together in person, because I think all of us have been so busy over the last year just doing everything from our homes on video, and it is really lovely to be here at the facility, being able to see everybody face to face. I, like many of you, share in the goal of ensuring that people in our community have access to safe, affordable, and stable housing, and that is why we're all here today. And as the Premier said, it's not just about housing, it's about all the wraparound supports that people need to be able to live joyful, fulfilling lives independently and in security. This is a truly great day for Thornhill and the City of Vaughan as we are officially opening the doors to this fantastic project. I'm proud to be able to announce, on behalf of the Honourable Ahmed Hussein, Minister of Families, Children and Social Development, and also the Minister responsible for CMHC, which are so much have a hand in all of this. And we are announcing that with a $17.9 million investment from the Government of Canada, Reena was able to create homes for over 138, I just heard today. I thought it was just over 130, but we're now 138. I heard Brian mention that. And thank you, Brian, for your incredible leadership. Where are you, Brian? Over there, hiding in the back as always, but very much appreciate all of what you've been doing, taking over from your mom and taking it to even new heights. So thank you. Reena was able, thank you. Absolutely. He does deserve an incredible round of applause as well. Reena was able to create this 138 adults, seniors with diverse needs, including those with developmental disabilities, mental health challenges, and physical disabilities as part of the Lou Fruitman Reena residence. And it is just a beautiful building. This funding for the Lou Fruitman Reena residence is being delivered through our National Housing Co-Investment Fund. This fund is a key pillar of our national housing strategy, which is investing more than $72 billion over 10 years to give more Canadians a place to call home. The national housing strategy prioritizes Canadians who are in the most housing need, including those living with disabilities and looking to live independently and with dignity. Today's announcement is a testament to the power of strong partnerships across all sectors, across municipal, provincial, regional levels of government, who have been strong advocates, but also, more importantly, the community and leaders like Lou Fruitman and Betsy. You know, it just would not have happened without their support financially and their vision to make this all come together and see this project to fruition. I want to commend Reena for their vision on this project, and I want to thank the advocacy of Reena and the work they've done, that our national housing strategy's goal of creating 2,500 new affordable homes for persons with disabilities is very close to reality. So thank you, Reena. Most of all, I want to wish the residents of these new homes all the best in the years to come. And we saw a little video just now, and you saw the excitement of one of the residents at the front here, just so excited about having the opportunity to come and be part of this. I'm a little overwhelmed. It's been a long time coming, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I am really, really looking forward to working through our co-investment fund with Reena to do yet another one somewhere in this great area so that we can serve even more people and give them an amazing place to live and call home. Thanks so much, everyone. Sorry. Now, over to Minister Fullman.
What a pleasure to be here today. You know, I've listened to the stories about Reena, and coming from the Ottawa area, Reena was a new name for me when I became a minister back in 2018. But I must tell you, one of the very first organizations that I heard about was Reena. And I said to myself, I've got to find out about Reena. And here I am today meeting you. You are leaving a legacy of community, a legacy of family, Lisa, and a legacy of living, because that's really what you're supporting here is lives of people that need to be included, need to be dealt with and supported with compassion, with inclusivity. And it really is, as others have said already today, it is inspiring. So thank you. So I'd like to recognize the significant support from the Fruitman family for this project. And I joined the Premier in expressing my condolences to Betsy's family at her loss. And I know she had a lot to do with this, and her legacy lives on. New residents will not only provide safe and secure housing for Ontarians who need it most, but it will enable residents to participate more fully in their community. And I'm proud that our government was able to support the construction and development of this important project. And I'm glad that the rain has held off for us today. We're almost getting a little sunshine somewhere. Improving access to affordable and supportive housing for people with developmental disabilities is a key part of our long-term plan. And organizations like Reena and projects like the Lou Fruitman Reena Residence are already making a difference. Our government is committed to building an Ontario where every individual receives the support they need to thrive in their communities and experience fuller lives. And that's why we recently released our plan to reform developmental services in Ontario by building a new system that focuses on people and prioritizes choice and inclusion. We're taking action to improve existing services and supports and to make it easier for people to connect with service providers. This plan was developed by consulting with individuals with developmental disabilities, their families, service providers, academics, and other sector partners. Their knowledge and experiences were crucial in designing a system that works for everyone. And we will continue to put their voices first as we move forward. I also want to take a moment to recognize all the incredible people working in the developmental services sector here at Reena and across the province. I've had a chance to meet just a few of you today, and I know that there is a whole world out there of caring, compassionate, dedicated people who are willing to roll up their sleeves and get things done on behalf of others. Your compassion and dedication are inspiring, and the work that you do makes such a difference in your communities and in the lives of people across the province. Thank you for including me in your celebration today, and congratulations again on this very important milestone. And I'll now turn it over to Minister Clark. Thank you all.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a great honor for me to be here on Clark Avenue, my favorite street in the riding. Seriously, it's a great honor for me to join with Premier Ford and my colleagues as we celebrate the official ribbon cutting ceremony for the Lou Fruitman Reena residence. And from the meetings that I've had over my 3 years, I just want to say that what you've managed to build here is an incredible testament to the dedication, commitment, and leadership of everyone involved. And I'm just so excited to see this project be in this position of cutting the ribbon today. Ensuring that everyone has a safe place to call home is a big priority for our government. And I'm honored to be here today to see the important results of your advocacy and the investment towards this very, very exciting project. I too want to join my colleagues in taking a moment to acknowledge the tremendous work that the late Lou Fruitman did to improve the lives of people with developmental disabilities and for the work. And I want to say to the family, I want to express my sincere condolences on the loss of Betsy. And I know that she would be so very proud of the work that Reena, and I think she'd be proud of the fact that we've got so many representatives from government here to really celebrate this wonderful, wonderful project. So my thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. I want to thank you for including me today in this celebration. And I want to take a moment, to first of all, steal a word from Premier Ford. He is a true champion for this project and projects like this. And you have somebody who is the best person to have in your corner when it comes to fundraising, when it comes to government support. He is your best ally, and I want to acknowledge his great work today. So thanks, Premier Ford. I also want to say that the person that was just at the mic before me, Minister Marilee Fullerton, although she's a new minister in this particular portfolio, she does amazing work. I am in Eastern Ontario. I watch the careful consideration she has with all the files that she deals with, and you've got someone very special that you need to work on and work with in the future. So congratulations to Minister Fullerton. So thank you. I'm excited about the opportunity to see this facility. I believe, as our federal minister said, everyone deserves a place to call home. I want to thank her for her work, and I want to thank Minister Hussain for the tremendous advocacy that he and I have been able to work on the housing file. I think it's a real opportunity during the pandemic for all levels of government to continue our effort to make sure that everyone deserves a place to call home. Thank you so much. God bless. Oh, and now, although he's not here, I get to announce that Mayor Bevilacqua has a very special video message. So one of my favorite mayors.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations on the official opening of the Lou Fruitman Reena residence. I am pleased to welcome this important and meaningful space in Vaughan that will provide individuals with varying abilities and their families with independence, affordability, and accessibility they deserve. For more than 45 years, Reena has played an important role in promoting dignity, individuality, and personal growth for people in Vaughan and beyond. As co-chair of the Lou Fruitman Reena Residence Capital Campaign, today's milestone brings me a great deal of joy. I'm grateful for the important role this residence will play in supporting the diverse needs of our citizens. I want to express my sincerest gratitude and appreciation to my campaign co-chair, Robert Berger, Brian Keshen, and the board of directors, the dedicated staff and volunteers at Reena, and our community leaders and government partners who helped bring this project to fruition. Together, we will continue moving our city forward without leaving anyone behind.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As usual, articulate, to the point, and incredibly supportive of everything that Reena does. I do want to say thank you so much for allowing me a few moments to speak today. This is my ward in the city of Vaughan, and Reena has been a major center in our community, even before I was first elected in 2004. So welcome to the city of Vaughan right-of-way. This area right here, in fact, was a city of Vaughan right-of-way. It had sat there for years and years until one day when Brian Keshen came to me and he said, I've got an idea. I think Reena needs to expand, and the perfect place to do that is right beside our head office, which is right in front of me. And we said, I said at that point, he said, Brian, that's a no-brainer. Because the one thing that is constant and consistent in our city is support for Reena. And I think that anyone who's ever tried to build a building, and as Brian said before, they're not really builders, but he's wrong, they are builders. They're amazing builders. They build fabulous places for important people in our community to live. And people across not only Thornhill, where we are, the city of Vaughan, the GTA, the province recognize how amazing Brian and all of the people that work in this institution are to us, our families, our community. What they do is life-saving. And we can't ever forget that, how important it is to families that might be struggling, might be very concerned about their children, their young adults, and going off into the world, but they always have Reena. So God bless them. They're an amazing institution. I want to thank the premier and the ministers who have been incredibly supportive of this building appearing in our community. I want to thank the federal government for their generosity. I want to thank, of course, the Fruitman family, whose original generosity and amazing drive, and don't forget, which was mentioned earlier already, was that at the very outset of Reena, Lou Fruitman was there, and an incredible support to make this place grow and develop and become what it is today. And I'm so happy that we have the Lou Fruitman building in my community in Thornhill today. Amazing. And I do want to thank all the members of the Vaughan City Council who responded time and time again as we ran into little bumps along the road, because that's what happens with construction and development, that we helped iron it through and push it through and make sure it happened. It happened at an amazing speed as the construction began. And finally, I want to thank the future residents of the building that's right behind me, because by far they are the most important, that we are able to provide housing not only in this building, but the other building that's just a little bit up Bathurst Street for people in a community who aren't properly served, who aren't getting the housing they need. We need to make efforts everywhere, not only in our province, but across our country, to provide respectful, quality housing for our people in our communities. So thank you all very much. And I do want to introduce Dr. Azraeli, who's going to speak next on video.
Good morning. I'm so delighted to be with you today, though I do wish I could be with you to celebrate in person. The Azraeli Foundation has been supporting Reena since 2008, and we are delighted to be part of this milestone in Reena's journey. Our mission at the foundation is to open doors for people, from the most vulnerable to the most exceptional. We share with Reena the belief that everyone has a contribution to make. We also know that housing remains one of the most challenging issues facing individuals with developmental disabilities, which is why we are proud to support the Lou Fruitman Reena residents. One of the lessons I've been reminded of throughout the pandemic is the importance of community. It is wonderful to have this new home embedded in the heart of a neighborhood, providing neurodiverse individuals the opportunity to live independently within a larger community. This project has come to reality because of the amazing partnerships that were built throughout our community. When government, foundations, corporations, and individuals work well together, great things happen. This is a model of how an inclusive community should work, and I am honored that the Azraeli Foundation is part of this transformative project. I am looking forward to visiting you in person, to touring the building, and seeing what is happening at the Azraeli Hub. Mazel tov.
Hi, I'm Bob Berger, co-chair fundraising for the Lou Fruitman residents, along with Mayor Bevilacqua. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for all your time and energy that you've put into this project. Thank you to the generous donors at all levels of government that have helped to make this day come true. This building will become the home for 138 residents for years to come. My wife Marla and I fully understand the importance of this residence and the people who will live in it. And last but not least, let me thank the Reena staff for their amazing work every day. It could not have happened without you. Thank you.
Hi, my brother has been in Reena for a long time. My parents were Holocaust survivors, and as they were getting older, they always took care of him by themselves in their home. And as they got older, they were quite concerned about how they would be able to care for him and give him the proper care, obviously, that a mother and father would want to give a child. We then heard about Reena and interviewed them and made the transition as my parents were getting older, which was a very difficult thing for them because obviously they never knew if anyone could take care of him as well as they did. And Reena assured him that they couldn't, but they would try their best, and that was what we expected. But thank God we did find Reena and moved my brother in there, and he's been there now for a number of years. We just want to thank Reena for everything they've done for us and our family all these years.
The new building is a testament of how well Reena handles the people in the community that really need the help. The donors who have always supported and the government have supported Reena to the best of their ability, and it's really helped so many families. And we were privileged to be part of it at the start, and we want to thank Reena for helping us out. Thank you.
On behalf of the Baruch and Wise families and Paradise Developments, we are delighted to be able to participate and support the Lou Fruitman Reena Community Center. We've seen firsthand the impact of Reena's work on making their residents and their everyday lives better each and every day. We look forward to seeing the 138 new residents benefit from Reena and its organization and this brand new building. Good luck to all, and thank you.
Congratulations on the Lou Fruitman Reena residence. I'm thrilled for my son Jacob to have the opportunity to live in a new building. This will allow him to live independently and make new friends, which is a mother's dream. It will be Jacob's first time living away from home, but he is very excited. He loves Reena. Today, I am thinking of you, Betsy Fruitman, who I had the honor of meeting at several Reena events. Betsy and I had planned to spend the first Friday night dinner at Jacob's new home. What a truly remarkable woman. And a heartfelt thank you to all of you at Reena. Brian, Sheila, Sandy, donors, volunteers, and countless others who made all this happen. As we all know, it takes a village.
Jason and Jonathan were both foster children. Then they were separated and sent to different group homes. And now they've been able to reconnect.
Reena is a very good home to live here. We feel safe. We love all the wonderful staff.
I like living here because it's good.
And I feel a lot better living with my brother. I'm not that lonely.
Yeah, we get along very well. He asks me questions, sometimes he'll treat me to coffee, sometimes he'll go for walks, sometimes we'll go to like the plaza, we'll look around, we'll go for walks.
We go place on our own, take the bus to our grandmother's house.
We go to the movies, we'll go shopping, clean our own apartments.
They really do have, a very good lifestyle and a sense of community and friendship.
I just love Reena.
And it was good. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lezman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this moment. This 1,500-year-old prayer is more poignant now than ever. We are living the experience of a global pandemic, and we are blessed with resilient individuals, families, and staff who have worked through outbreaks, precautions, restrictions, and still we are here. I want to acknowledge our frontline staff who 24/7 have endured and provided passionate support to those they work with and work for. You are a blessing. You are our blessing. We wish those who are recovering, because we've had illness in our midst, to get better quickly and have a refuah shlema. And may your continued work sustain and bring kindness and care to others. Imagine just 2 years ago, this empty field, and we began to build. And today, we open this new building. Thank you. Thank you to our consultants, led by Sal Vitiello and Claude Lacombe from Richmond Architects, for the trades who worked throughout this period tirelessly and with passion. They knew who they were building for. They were led by Fieldgate Construction Management, in particular Ezra Yakubovich and James Ricchetti. They and their team, despite COVID, completed this building on budget and 2 months ahead of schedule. But that's the beginning, creation. More important is what we build now. We start today to build the relationships and create the homes, not just the building, for people. We do that with our service partners, Safe Haven, Bernard Battelle, Circle of Care, Chai Tikva, Ontario Health, the Home and Community Care Program, Cisco, and March of Dimes, amongst others. All this happens because as a community, we've come together and done it. Our advocacy efforts were never about Reena, and they still aren't. If today we can build housing without Reena, it's all the better. But we have to build because no one else is building this kind of housing. And so I'd like to thank our Premier, Councillor, Minister Fullerton, Clark and Schultz, Mayor Bevilacqua, Councillor Alan Sheffman, Dr. Nomi Azraeli, and our generous donors for their comments and remarks today. And there are many others who aren't here that we need to thank. I also want to recognize the Reena boards and their chairs. These incredible volunteers are passionate leaders, and in particular, I want to recognize Harold Seidel, who's been project chair. He's devoted hundreds and countless hours to this project, and I invite him to join the Premier and Lisa Fruitman to cut the ribbon. And on the seventh day, God rested, but man's partnership began. Our work just begins now. Thank you to everyone who helped create this dream and make this a reality. Please join us for the ribbon cutting. I'm coming. I got a promo.